Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a minecart wave machine kind of thing. So I'm not going to say anymore. I'm just going to show you. So let's turn it on, and then there's extreme satisfaction, and then it just keeps going. Each time the wave's getting a little bit smaller, obviously, and it's just so satisfying. And it basically just uses minecarts, and today I'm going to be showing you how to do it, maybe doing some more complex patterns, I don't know, but yeah, this is super cool to do. And to do this one, it took about just under 30 minutes, but one of the reasons for that might be just because I am on Windows 10 edition, so you know, we kind of can quick build, well yeah, we can quick build, so yeah, that must have helped a bit. So yeah, maybe if you're on mobile device, then it might, you know, mobile phones and tablets and everything, it might take a bit longer. But yeah, so I'm going to show you how to do this, doing a different pattern than this. But basically, what it does is, I'll explain the simple things of it. The redstone goes down here, and then here. Then all these observers detect a block change, so it sees that the redstone's been activated, and it activates these pistons, pushing up the slime, pushing up the minecarts really high into the air. And now the way we managed to do it to the wave is, each one activates one repeater tick later. So there's a repeater, you know, then a slime launcher, then a repeater, then a slime launcher, and that basically creates that wave effect. But yeah, today I'm going to actually also be showing you how to do a different effect, but it's super simple to play around. I just did a simple design, but you guys could spend longer and try and even do like pictures and stuff with it. I don't know really. But yeah, this is a super cool thing to do, so I definitely advise doing it in your Minecraft. It is possible to like do in survival. It will be quite hard to do because I think you have to put a lot of scaffolding, like going up for you to climb on and then go over and everything. But because you know, obviously you can't fly in survival unless you want to cheat and put flying on. But yeah, yeah, but simple to do, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Let's get into this. So the first thing you need to do is you're going to need to make a platform, or you could just use grass. So we're actually just going to use grass, although I did do a platform for that one, but there's actually no advantage to doing that. It's just, well, there's no advantage. Then we're going to do a redstone signal, and then we're going to split it up. So I'm not going to do mine with that many different things. What we are going to do with this one is we're not going to do it like that one, where it's a wave. Well, we are going to do a wave. We're going to do the wave starting in the middle and then heading outwards. So we're going to do it starting here, okay? So hang on, does the redstone reach that far? Yeah, it does, okay. And then we're going to do repeaters, so let's do a line of it. Sheet move, okay. So a line of it there, a line of it. What do I not need? We won't need rails yet, but we will need the rails. Anyway, so we're going to do a line of them there, a line of them there, and then a line of them there. And then, you know what, 4's enough, because 5 will take quite a while to do. Then we're going to do it going that way as well. So, super easy, really. And then we're going to continue them doing the pattern of redstone, repeat. So redstone, and then repeater. And then redstone, and then repeater. And then redstone, and then repeater. Another tip is to make sure that you don't accidentally tick any of the repeaters more than what they are when you first place them, because well, you could, but you'd have to make sure that they are all the same though, unless you wanted to make them, because for example, if you wanted to do a wave, if you say did that line none and then that line have like loads of ticks, then it'll just make the wave uneven and generally not look very good. For example, then minecarts might have fell a bit further than you wanted by the time the other ones are activated and everything. So just make sure they are all the same. So yeah, basically you just need to do the repeaters going this way as far as you want. You don't have to do them on both sides, but this is just the pattern that you do to make a wave that starts in the middle and then works its way outwards. But if you could just not do these here, if you wanted to just do a normal wave, or you could experiment yourself to try and make some more complex shapes. So we're gonna fill in all these redstones. Now I'm not gonna do it that far, but yeah, we're just gonna start building all of this. Now, yeah, we're not gonna do ours that far, because remember that is the middle, not the end. So we're only gonna do ours go a little bit further than this. Okay. We're gonna do. Right, that place. Okay, so I'm gonna do mine not very big. I'm gonna do mine just going to there, and then also going that amount that way. But obviously this one's quite a big one. But yeah, you can do just small or big as you like in whatever pattern you like. So we're gonna go ahead and fill in all of these repeaters, and then we'll start putting on in all the observers. And another good thing about this design is because it's the redstone's not actually activating the pistons, it's just what the observer's going to notice that's changed. So that means that so let's go over to here, and as you can see, it activated when it's on, but also if you turn it off, it will also activate. So it doesn't have the problem. It's not a problem, but it's just something that sometimes gets on my nerves. Which is when, say if you have a lever to do something. Say you have a lever that does, say activates. Hang on, let me think of a good example a second. Okay, say you had a lever that goes into a command block to /fill something, and then you had another one that /filled that thing away with the air. So sometimes useful and everything. Sometimes you have to flick the lever twice, but with this you don't. So I don't know if you guys understood any of that, but if you didn't, then I'm sorry. But basically what it means is sometimes you have to flick a lever twice, because it basically has to turn off the current and then turn it back on to redo that. Sometimes to like redo the thing that you want to do with the redstone, with the component that the redstone activates. If you don't know what that means, then I'm sorry. It's kind of hard to explain what I'm trying to explain, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we're doing ours 9 by 9, so 18. Minecart launched overall, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna go 6. I'm gonna go 7, and then we're gonna go 8, and we're gonna go 9, and then we're gonna do one more redstone dust on the end, because it is the redstone dust that the observers observe, not the actual repeaters. Although you could do it on the repeaters, we're just gonna do it on the redstone dust. But you could just do all repeaters and not put any redstone dust in, and because it would observe the repeaters being lit. But yeah, we're just going to do observing the redstone dust, because we don't want ours to go that slow, kind of want to speed it up a bit. So we are doing ours where it's observing the redstone. So if we do this, as you can see, it goes out in a very nice pattern and ends at the same time, which is always useful. So we turn that off for now. Now what we need to do is put all of the observers. Now luckily you don't have to like dig underground and like place it on the block up there and everything. You can actually just place it on the redstone, and it will already make it the right way up. Can't speak today. But basically, if you didn't know this about observers, they observe what is where they observe in front of where they're what looks like a face. So if you place one on the ground, they observe on this side, the side that looks a bit like a face with the eyes, the eyebrows, and the mouth. The red bit there, that's actually where the redstone signal can come out. So as you can see, our redstone signal coming out will go into our pistons, which fires the minecart up into the air. Now I'm not sure if you can use sand with this. I haven't actually experimented with that, but don't know, you might be able to use sand as well to fire instead of the pistons. I'm not sure if that would work or if it would stick to the slime, because the way minecarts work is because minecarts are counted as an entity, not a block. So that means that they'll get fired by slime. But you can fire blocks. It's just sometimes you have to do different redstone for them. But this particular wave machine is designed to fire minecarts, not sand. But I'm not sure if this particular one would work with sand, but I know some work with sand, some work with minecarts. So yeah, we've nearly done placing all of the observers. Make sure that the little red dot is facing up, because that's where we are going to have our pistons. So we're going to need sticky pistons for this to make sure they stick to the slime. Although normal pistons might stick to the slime, we need sticky pistons. So we're going to place sticky pistons on top, making sure that the sticky head is facing up, not like that. And then we need to do the slime and then get all of the minecarts on, which can sometimes take a while because, as you know, well, it doesn't take a while, but there's a sneaky trick to do it, because minecarts can't be placed on a block without rails, but there's a sneaky trick to do it, to get the minecarts to actually fall on in the right place and everything. But another quite important rule is, once you are up to the stage where you put the minecarts on, you need to remember to not go near the minecarts, because then you can move them out of place, and then sometimes if they fall off the slime block, then obviously they can't fire. They have to be on the slime block. And also it's nice to have them all in the same place, because otherwise you might fire them all looking one way, and then there's just one that's slanted or something. It sometimes just doesn't look as nice. But yeah, you also need to make sure that you don't take the repeaters as you're doing this, because that won't end well. Okay, now we're going to put on our blocks of slime, so slime blocks. So yeah, like I say, if you are doing this in survival, then you're going to need to kill a lot of slimes to get these. But yeah, like I say, it's better in creative, but it's possible in survival. Which would be quite hard to get the material, because you need a lot of observers. And if you didn't know this, to make observers, you need nether quartz, which obviously can only be found in the nether. You also need quite a bit of cobblestone and redstone, which is not that hard to get though. So yeah, so we're also making sure that all of our pistons are facing the right way up. And then we can start putting the minecarts on. So what we're going to do is basically going to place a block on top of the slime, like this. Then this is where we're going to actually need our rails back that we have to sacrifice in our inventory. So we're going to grab our rails back. I don't know why I just grabbed 32. Anyway, we're going to put them on there, and then we can place the minecart on, and then get rid of the block underneath, and it will fall onto the slime, bounce for a bit, and then it will stop. So while I do all of this, put the rest of the slime on, then place all the blocks, then place all the rails, and get all of the minecarts onto here, I'm going to skip ahead in the video, and actually pause the video, just so, it's not too boring for you guys. So I'll see you once I've done all of that. Hello everybody, so now, nearly finished doing all of these minecarts, placed all the wood on, then placed all the rails, and then placed all the minecarts on, and I'm just on destroying all of the wood planks. Now guys, you may have noticed this. So, usually when you go into a Minecraft world, whichever way you place rails, they will always face in one direction. Unless, obviously, you did that and then hooked it up and everything. But if you just place in a single rail, it will go in just one direction. So you can see on these ones, I can't really see it that well, but you can see in the direction the minecart is, it's pointing that way. And it did the same thing while I was building that one as well. So just in this world, they go in there, and then does that on Minecraft worlds. So, but when you break it, it will then actually turn the minecart. That's completely normal. It's supposed to do that. And then they should all face the same way, hopefully. So we're going to turn this thing on. It's completely done. It's not as big as that one, but it's still really cool. This one actually, should we just see? It goes up from the middle and then bounces back down. As you can see, there's actually some rail, like the item rails, like, you know them, all over the floor, but not all over the floor, but actually bouncing up. But that's not a problem. You can just go through and pick all of them up. That is purely just because, say you place an old wood on, or any block. It doesn't have to just wood. If you then break that, the rail item will drop off. So you can actually go between and on top and pick all of them up. Just be careful not to knock all the minecarts out of position. Yeah, that's a super cool one. And okay, so what I'm going to explain what I was saying earlier. So if you didn't understand me then hopefully hopefully this will make more sense now. But basically, it doesn't only work when activated, it will also work when you turn it off as well. Now, because it's not because that redstone itself is actually activating the pistons, it's actually, what the observer is going to notice and then activate the pistons. So yeah, it's super cool. So I'm just going to show you both of these one last time. So we've got this one, which didn't actually work then. So, about that, make sure all of the minecarts are settled before you activate it again, which is just one problem with hooking it up to a redstone clock. You'd actually have to make a really slow one, which is super simple to do. I'll actually show you how to do that. But then you'd have to do tons and tons and tons of repeaters to slow it down. So then, so if you grab a redstone torch, a redstone repeater, and then a lever, and then any block. So we're actually just going to grab some wood, or just grab some bricks, okay. So to make a redstone clock that would work with this, if you do any blocks, so I'm just going to use bricks, place a redstone torch on it, and then do repeaters leading all the way into it. Now you'd have to make this really long, so what you'd have to do is you'd have to time how long it takes for all of the minecart to completely settle, and then try and match that with all of the repeaters, and make sure you do tick them as well. And then if you actually go round, then redstone, head into the redstone torch. Why isn't that working? Oh wait, okay, so what's happening, guys, is if you do that, there we go, it was because this coming from the redstone torch signal was strong enough to make all the way around. But that's a pretty fast one, and if you use more repeaters and tick the repeaters you have, if I tick all of these, it's, as you can see, the current's starting to go a lot slower. So you just have to mess around with that and basically time it so a couple of seconds after they land, it will activate again. So there we go. So now it's quite slow and it'll activate very slowly. So yeah, we can also see this one last time, because this one is honestly my favourite. I prefer the big one over the little one that we did today. But yeah, that is just super cool. I think that's that's awesome. So thank you all so much for watching today's video. If you want to see more satisfying redstone builds on the channel, then just be sure to subscribe to the channel, and then that'll notify me that you want to see more of these. I can try and do a version of this that works with the different coloured sand, concrete powder. But we're going to leave it here for today. Thank you all so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you all soon in a brand new video. Trash Cameraman 73 just joined, but anyway, bye!